Intelligence is defined as the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. While true as a simple definition, it lacks context that's really important for us to understand intelligence in a deeper, everyday way. Today, we'll be looking at the work of a psychologist who has fundamentally influenced how we understand and define intelligence today. Back in the early 80s, developmental psychologist and Harvard professor, Dr. Howard Gardner, shook up the psychology and education field with his groundbreaking book, Frames of Mind, Multiple Intelligences Theory. Dr. Gardner intuitively knew memorization and regurgitation of formulas on a timed test is not a reflection of how much intelligence a person has. So when observing education systems, he noticed their use of IQ and other standardized tests as the only tool that was being used to define intelligence. He knew a single test, like an IQ test or a math exam, that's given in the same place and at the same time cannot possibly be an accurate measurement of the complexities of the mind. The conflict he felt in his observations of the classroom was the inspiration for his progressive theory. With this in mind, Gardner leaned back to take a broader look across different areas of study, like anthropology, education, cognitive and developmental psychology, as well as the hard sciences. His multidisciplinary approach helped support his theory for a more comprehensive and universal way to define intelligence. Based on his findings, Gardner created a list of unique qualifying factors that informed his theory of multiple intelligences. His theory holds that yes, math and language are indeed forms of intelligence. However, all of us have many more ways of perceiving and making sense of the world. So starting with 7 and now expanding on his theory throughout the years, there are a total of 9 types of intelligence. And important to note is that no one intelligence is more valuable than another. Everyone is beautifully wired with all of them, but we each have natural tendencies towards a few that help us navigate, process, and problem solve best. All right, so now that we have that backstory, let's get into the 9 types of intelligence. And I don't know about you, but my mind seems to get hijacked even by just saying the word intelligence. And somehow I automatically think that intelligence is attached to school, tests, and grades. So you'll often hear me refer to intelligence as our natural smarts. Now we'll briefly go over each intelligence in this video, and if you'd like to learn more, check out our other videos where we specifically go into more detail of each one. Linguistic intelligence, or word smarts. This refers to someone who's very skilled with language, storytelling, and the deeper connections between the words. They enjoy and learn best by reading, writing, and through discussion. Logical, mathematical intelligence, or number smarts, refers to someone who can process large amounts of structured data in their heads. They can easily analyze and make sense of numbers, equations, theories, and systems, and they do best when problem solving and working with data. Visual spatial intelligence, or picture smarts. This refers to someone who has a natural ability to visualize, design, and understand patterns in colors, shapes, and textures. They are excellent navigators, talented painters, and they can easily eyeball measurements. Naturalistic intelligence, or nature smarts, well, this refers to someone who feels connected to all things nature on a much deeper level. They intuitively understand natural systems, like seasons, the atmosphere, human body, and the universe. They notice changes in weather, plants and animals, and the environment in general. And they do best when interacting with the natural world. Existential intelligence, or philosophical smarts, refers to someone who can see the big picture and they enjoy asking the deepest kinds of questions, like the meaning and purpose of life. They do best when challenged with open-ended questions. Interpersonal intelligence, or people smarts. This refers to someone who is very sensitive to the social vibe and the people around them. They can easily read verbal and nonverbal cues, understand the moods and intentions of the people around them, and interact on a deeper level with most people. They do best when interacting with people in team-like settings. Intrapersonal intelligence, or self-smarts, refers to someone who is more attuned to and aware of their own feelings, thoughts, goals, and motivations. They do best when they are going at their own pace and work towards achieving their own life goals. Bodily kinetics, or body smarts. This refers to someone who is in tune with their body, both in large athletic movements and in those more delicate handwork ways. They are easily able to coordinate, balance, and control their body. Their mind works best when their body is in movement. Musical intelligence, or sound smarts. This refers to someone who is sensitive to patterns and sounds, and they can isolate specific beats, tones, and textures. They can replicate many sounds and often play more than one instrument. Some even have this incredible ability to name any pitch without any reference. They do best when stimulated with coherent and consistent sounds. So by now, you're probably sorting out a few that really sound like you. We are super interested in your insight, so share in the comments below. And to continue learning more about strengths-based approaches, self-development, and theories like this, check out our channel. While much progress has been made, our society still prioritizes logical, mathematical, and linguistic intelligence. However, by reconsidering the definition of intelligence and applying theories like the multiple intelligence theory, we can effectively leverage our own strengths. Learning more about these different approaches will help us to improve and appreciate our relationships every day while we maximize positive outcomes for everyone. The famous quote that really illustrates this so well is, "If you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing it's stupid." We are brilliant in our own way. Appreciating and celebrating your brilliance is an exciting way to experience every day. For example, my strongest intelligence is interpersonal intelligence. Before I knew this, I used to think making friends was easy for everyone, and I really took this for granted. After realizing my natural strength is in relationship building, I am more confidently able to use this while I've been creating Best Vibes Village. This is the new community for curious and inspired adults looking to connect, learn, and uplift each other. And this is why we at Best Vibes Village are choosing to kick off our village with programming, assessment tools, and social clubs as part of our self-discovery toolkit. The first fun and free quiz is designed to help identify your top intelligence. Next, you can continue with more comprehensive 100+ question deep dive to further explore your personal strengths, to appreciate yourself and have more fun every day. And like all theories that challenge new ideas, there are critics. And we, like Howard Gardner, continue to stay open-minded about the contributions of many past, present, and not yet realized findings. Thank you so much for watching.